Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here on another day of Astro Gravitational Report. Energies will trigger. Energies will be energies. Your actions is going to be your actions. The consequences of actions or no actions is going to be yours. What is it going on? A lot of going on since today's going to be some very interesting things. Is that first of all, Venus it's going to be at 13 degrees of Sag. That it's going to be exactly T-squaring both South and the North Node. And the Moon at 8 o'clock is going to be at the 13 degrees of Virgo, where the South Node is. So a lot of the triggers is going to be coming in within fear of love, fear of lost values, all those material things is going to come in. It's going to be rising up. And what you are going to do? You see, I'm going to be using like the famous quote from Star Wars, fear is the path of the dark side. And talking about these fears in there, are you going to give up onto the fears, or are you going to be looking at towards the destiny? This is going to be a primarily focus of this. Since the Moon, it's going to be at the South Node, she knows the past, and that's going to be the fear of the past. But it would square with Venus. It is about, well, in the past I lost my lover, I lost my love, I lost the money, I lost the values, I lost this, and I don't want this to be repeating into the future, which is the yesterday's energies continuation. So today we're going to be seeing it very similar energies in there. They're going to be actually, since everything is exact, 13 degrees, 13 degrees, 13 degrees, be mindful that the Moon, it's going to be moving forward. So as the Moon, it's going to be moving forward, she's going to beginning first to square Venus, then she's going to be squaring the Sun, and at the end of the day, she's going to be squaring Mars, which is going to set up in there, is going to be set up the actions for tomorrow. But is a Mars is agitated, is a Mars is aggravated, and this is going to be coming in because Mars wants what? Freedom of actions. Mars wants his own things to start and moving, but currently Saturn says like, no, I'm bringing it to a totally new positions, totally new things. Do not do things the old way. So this energies, particularly at 7 o'clock, is going to be a trigger. At 8 o'clock, it's going to be its peak, because at 8 o'clock, the Moon is going to be joining the 13 degrees. And at 8 o'clock, that energy, we're going to see that the Sun is going to be coming with the event horizon. You're going to be looking at that authority in there. And Venus is going to be where? The 12th house. So this is going to be revaluations of that love and values through the spirit. Where is the spirit with this kind of like situations where you are in the path of fear of repeating the past and destiny call? Now what? Right? So there's going to be some more about this. We're going to see later on at 9 o'clock that the Sun and Mars is coming at the 12th house. You're going to be reevaluated in there with this actions and what you're going to be authorizing in life. You're like, okay, well, I have to process within me. Some people, they process it within the mind. Some people is going to be processed where? Somewhere high in the spirit, in the soul. This is going to be like, I need to get into the bottom of this. I got to get to these decisions in the end. But how can you make decisions if you're not sure you have a point of direction? You see, to have to go from point A to point B, you always need what? Point B. Otherwise, you stay in a point A. And this is what the people feel like right now. It's stuck. Okay, Venus doesn't have a positive aspect. Sun doesn't have a positive aspect. Mars doesn't have a pretty much positive aspect except with Chiron. Everything is about what? Healing, healing, healing. I know it has been in there, and things are crazy. So, hi Jose, hi Corelia, and hi Philip. I live in Spain. I live very close and about very close to a town called Peniscola, and the closest town it's Vinaros, about 160 kilometers from Valencia. So yes, I live in Spain. I'm rebuilding this house. So there's gonna be some more news coming in about the house. And thank you guys for liking it, the ceiling. Pretty soon I'm gonna be moving back into the old office in there. Yes, it has been a lot of things, but rebuilding using techniques back at what they used back in the 18th century in there. That's a challenge, but it's a great thing because it's restoration. Imagine like the restorations that we are doing within our own selves. So the house, it's a house, but you are a house of your own self. You want to find the correlations when you guys are building a house. You're gonna see you also rebuilding yourself. All right, spilling a little bit things here. All right, go back to the astrology report. Thank you, Philip. Hi, Dark Wolf. 10 o'clock. This is going to be the ascendant is going to be focused within work. You know, it's like, okay, I got all that stuff going on and so on. I need to focus on work. And guess what? You focus on the work, and all of a sudden it's like somebody comes in. It's like, where you been? What are you doing? What is this? Why don't think with your head? You know, you are here at work. Stop doing this other things. And you're gonna, you know what? I got an emotional problem. I got an emotional. I feel a little bit this. I feel a little bit that, and I've been having some issues, but no problem. I'll take care of it. And this thing is gonna be rising for a while. But be mindful about people who are gonna be some like bosses, okay? Because the emotions is gonna be very much triggering with this. And that kind of like a positions because the next hour we are going to see about 11 o'clock that the inner work is going to be very close to Venus. It is about that little period between 11 and 11:30ish where you're going to feel that inner work on Venus. You're going to feel this. This is going to be kind of like the highest point of that energy is about Venus. Okay. But the good thing it is Pluto is coming out of the event horizon. It is about the transformations that we are going to have. Very, very beautiful energy is going to be like, you know what? You're going through this tough and rough time right now, but it's going to be good. Keep on walking. And here is what the chart is looks like. Here is the moon, as you see it, you know, all those negative aspects. They're going towards the inner work, the sun, the Venus in there, and it's going to be start affecting Mars pretty soon, right? And she is right here opposing the North Node. Who else is opposing the North Node? 13 degrees Venus with the 13 degrees North Node. And this is why the people, the most of it, it's like, you know what? I'm going to hold on to the love. I'm going to hold on to my money, to my possessions, to my property, to my things in there, because there is uncertainty. And here how the fear controls you. Instead of, you know what, what's going to happen? Even if I die, you know, I'm losing absolutely everything. I cannot take even a single atom out of here. Where I'm going, where I'm thinking, I have a destiny. I may have to take a look at totally different way. Here how Pluto is gonna come in and it's gonna triggering that particular transformations that's gonna be free you up. And that's how you have to take a look at it. He's going to free you up. Okay? Hi, the next hour, this is 12 o'clock. This is usually the time when you what? We are all looking at into what should I do? How should I do it? This is a midday. It is about, okay, I process this incoming energy, but I need to know what I'm going to be doing to the rest of the day, right? So the ascendant is going to be with the North Node, and you are going to be, I need to do something within the future, all this intensity, all this situations and positions in there, what I need to do. And the answer is going to be coming in. Heal the past and stop putting fingers to the wounds. Stop creating situations that you have to touch your wounds. Stop being the victim. Stop playing a roles. Get your power back in your hands. So this is gonna be an energy that is gonna be a calling. We're gonna see that at 1 o'clock, the inner work is gonna be at Capricorn. Be mindful about bosses, okay? But also be very, very mindful about if you're a public servant and so on. Currently, there is some lot of things that's going on, and they don't like certain situations, particularly uprising stuff. So be mindful about all this. But the ascendant is going to be at Aries. It's telling you, it's going to be a new beginning. Get fired up for that new beginning. Things is not going to be the same. Just because right now it's raining, that doesn't mean you're not going to see the rainbow about a little bit. It's not going to rain all the time. It's not going to be bad all the time. I know this year has been really, really, okay? But the next year, we're going to have some new beginnings and a lot of new things. Saturn is going to be moving into Aries. Neptune is going to be moving into Aries. But those two coming in together, they're going to have what it's called check valve, checkpoints. Okay? You're going to start feeling those checkpoints pretty soon. You have the proper vision, or you're living in the illusions? Are you living on the fears, or you're going to go up forward with no fears? Saturn is going to be up there. You have a fear, Saturn is going to say, sorry, you cannot pass. You shall not pass. Right? Neptune is going to be like, okay, let me give you the illusion, disillusions in here, see how you're going to act. You act in the illusions, nothing works. You acting on the truth, everything is just shining bright. And you're like, oh my God, what's going on? And Pluto is going to be, yeah, I set them up. Set them up for what? For transformations, right? So this energies is going to be some very interesting, because they're going to be starting coming up more and more. And we're going to see them pretty much in these hours when Neptune and Saturn, they're going to be coming on the event horizon and to the ascendant as at that hour. All right, 2 o'clock. The inner work is still going to be at Capricorn, while the ascendant is at Taurus. Pay attention to what you see right now. Because what you see now, I would suggest you to highly to kind of like hold on to it, okay? So again, this is 2 o'clock energy. This is the divine energies with Venus from the ascendant, okay? Don't forget about it that Venus is ruling Taurus, okay? Venus ruling Libra, but also she's ruling what? Taurus. And that's what you have, love and values at Venus. So that energy is gonna comes in, is gonna be sextiling the North Node. She's gonna be trining the North Node. It's basically is gonna be telling you everything is gonna be okay. You're gonna make it. You're gonna survive. Everything is gonna be all right. Right? You're gonna see this. The question is do you believe in it? Do you really believe in it? And that belief's going to change or can be really challenging you, because Uranus is going to be coming into the ascendant. Uranus right now is in Taurus. He's changing the things into the material world. Okay? You can see just certain things are not certain. They're changing with an hour, but there is one constant what? Movement, progress in a certain directions. Some tries to block the progress. Is like, no, no, no. You cannot act from fears. Progress doesn't like fears. Progress likes courage, dignity, honor, truth. Now we're talking about things, right? So looking within yourself, you're gonna figure it out how you're gonna be processing all this. All right, 4 o'clock. The inner work is going to be within Aquarius. After the last hour was together with Pluto. It's about the transformations, right? It is about transformations personally, but working within group, realizing what you do in the group, where the group is, what the group is. Okay, the group is not only like two, three friends. We're talking about society-wise. Okay, so a lot of the energy that is going to be coming in at that time, this is going to sending what divine energies towards the moon. Currently, the moon is really doesn't like the things, but she moves up. She's going to beginning to sextile in Jupiter, and Jupiter is going to tell you, do you remember that growth when we were talking? You're going to be facing these challenges of the past. Have you overcome them? Have you overcome your fears? That mature? Are you going to be living on fears to the rest of your life from the past and so on and so on? All this, it's going to become like, man, Dio, this is too much to be processed. But guess what? You cross it over. That energy is going to be able to help you to build incredible life. Not beautiful, incredible. Because you're going to live with no fears. The fears be there, they will present, but they're not going to affect you because you already overcome your fears. All right, 5 o'clock, the inner work is going to be at Pisces. Is going to be put some tensions of Mercury, who has no patience to get out of Scorpio, right? Taking things personally, right there, right? And that energy is opposing Uranus. The universe is like, man, this changes, constantly something's changing. Constantly, I wanted to do this, but all of a sudden, universe wants me to do that. And when I do that, there's a problems. Well, the universe is sending you out to resolve the problems when you're trying to skip, particularly in the material world, right? So with this kind of like of energies, you have to think about it. What is your understanding how the material world works, and where the material and the spiritual, they have to come together, right? Because Uranus is the bringer of what? Uranus brings all this energy from the universe down below. He asks us to use this universal energy to create a better material world. Sounds familiar? To be like heaven on earth. All right, well, we need to just rethink, regrow, re-understanding, particularly into the family values. The inner work is close with Saturn, a lot of karmic lessons learned. Ascended, it's very close to Jupiter. Jupiter is retrograde, right? We're gonna see some of these situations. Neptune is becoming, by the way, stationary. He's going to be sitting there, and this is kind of like a sitting ducks. And without the energy, you may not going to see some visions or illusions or anything. You're going to have time to adjust it. But that is going to be moving from this brain fog, this shadow, this all kind of crazy things into a new directions. So you're gonna be start seeing as some maybe you can have dreams that guide you and so on, but pay attention to what? To growth, to relearn. All right, 7 o'clock, the ascendant is gonna be at Leo. This is gonna be opposing Pluto, but the inner work is gonna be at the beginning of what? Of Aries. You need to remember the new beginning. Okay? Every end is not an end, it's a new beginning. If you put this in your life, you're going to be understanding that you're getting another shot. Okay? So, with this another shot, what are you going to do? If right now the universe gives you another reincarnation, another chance you to create a higher self, what are you going to do? Think about that, because these things are coming. All right, 8 o'clock, the inner work is exactly with Chiron. Basically, that's what I was talking about, the wounds. Self-inflicted wounds, don't touching your wounds. Please heal them, please overcome them, and let them heal. All right? Hands down with that. That's what you use your process of learning. Hopefully you'll learn that. If you're not, Jupiter is going to be remind you. Jupiter is squaring Chiron. It's going to be squaring it for a while. So if you think that you're going to escape that, God bless you, so you won't. All right. I skipped 1 hour. There you go. 9 o'clock. This is going to be the same energy, as I told you earlier, as you're going to see the inner work at Taurus. But do you have direction to know what you need to do into the material world? Probably not. Why? You're still in the duality. What duality? Virgo, logic. Did I am okay? Did the other person is okay? Did I got this? Did I got that? Is that gonna be okay? Is the past can repeat, or the future is gonna be good? And so on and so on. Talking about logic. Preparations for what? To the next zodiac sign, which is Libra. Because Libra takes the duality of Virgo and put it on the scales. Right? Don't blame the scales. Okay? I'm Libra too. And don't blame the Virgos either. But we're also talking about duality of Venus. Venus is in duality signs of Sag. One thing you say, another thing you do. Who's going to believe you? Do you believe in yourself or that? Can you have two minds that trying to fight within you in there? You're going forward, but you're looking back. Centaur, right? Talking about Sag. And now we got these things at Pisces where, your soul, your spirit is like, if I do this, then what is going to be about the spirit? And yeah, but I have to respect this, but I have to also take a look at it and that. And it's like, what should I do? Ever seen a Pisces when they are in that duality sign in there? This is what sometimes we call in a lost soul. They're losing themselves. Like, I don't know, I'm lost. And this is a kind of like of energy. You have to be pretty much aware of it. Okay? Just because right now the moon and Venus and the knots, they don't have a positive aspect, that doesn't mean there will be for a very long time. Okay? Because in the month from now, okay, we're going to have some very interesting moments. Okay? Exactly within a month from now, we are going to have Mercury, Mars, the Sun, Venus, they're all going to be coming together at Capricorn. General personality on Earth. Things is going to change, but they're all going to be in a way sextiling. They're all going to pass through and sextile the North Node. But in order to get to meet the North Node, they have to go through who? Through Aquarius. Okay? So don't think about it that these things that they are going to be tough all the time. They won't. Things is going to be a little bit different. Okay? Good things are coming for those who do what? The work. All right, that is about 9 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, we are going to see the inner work is going to be with Uranus. Thinks is going to be some inner progress. Just so you know, that Saturn, Neptune, Jupiter, Uranus, they're all coming in a very synchronized energy. Pluto is synchronized energies with what? With Saturn, with Uranus at the same time, right? So those sextile trine configurations, they are like what? They are like this protective couple, just protections up there, right? So here is the sextiles and here is the trine. And guess what? They are protecting you from what? They're protecting you from doing the wrong things by giving you synchronizations to do the right things. And this is how you're going to be feel in there. Okay? Ascendant is going to be at Virgo. You're going to look at that particular situations between Virgo and Aquarius. Okay? Ascendant, it's going to be at 2 degrees, who is at 2 degrees of Aquarius, Pluto. And now the divine guidance is going to be coming in, right? They are going to be coming. But it's the same time, there is a divine guidance. I'm talking about Pluto here. It's 2 degrees with the ascendant that is at 2 degrees. And we are talking about the green light coming to us, okay? But we have a lot of green light coming from Uranus and the inner work. It's going where? Towards Mars and the Sun, right? Why? Why is that? So you can be having a wise decisions based of understanding that fear, it doesn't resonate with progress. If you want to progress in life, you have to let the fears go. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. And I want to say thank you for the watching and thank you for coming into the chat. And I'm going to be giving you what is going to happen tomorrow, 7 o'clock in the morning. First things first, Mercury is going to be at Sag. Oh, there's going to be a lot of stuff coming into the light, right? Some of the stuff you're going to like it, some of the things you're not going to like it, okay? The moon is going to be at 25 degrees of Virgo. She's going to be opposing 25 degrees Saturn. Oh, you're opposing the karmic ruler who is putting things in perspective. Oh, at the same time, you're squaring Mars. Oof. Be mindful about volcano situations. Okay? Because Mars is going to be squaring both Saturn and the moon. You can have a fiery emotions, impatience, right? But you have what? 3 different energies. You have a water, you have a fire, and you have a earth. Okay? Each one is going to be. The moon is going to be very much okay with Uranus. It's going to be a pretty much okay also with Mercury coming out, right? But you need to understand the truth when it comes out. It's going to be set you free. All right, guys, but more about that. We're going to be talking tomorrow. All right? Thank you so much. Much love to you. Much love to all of us. And guess what? We are in the same boat. All right? Looking forward for your comments. Be love.